This video and others like it are funded by viewers like you. Thanks for your support. Okay, guys, so I met one. The kind of girl you love to hate. I got to tell you this story. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
Hey, you watching, man, right now? You're watching DC Born Rob on YouTube.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob of Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. I'm rolling inside right now. I got to tell you guys this story. So I'm going to my spot, and it's a bar, live music at a club on the other side. It's nice, quaint, small. The good thing is you can make reservations for either one of the tables, and you can make reservations for a seat at the bar or a couple of seats at the bar. So I have my spot. I got a nice corner spot. It's a lovely spot. So I make reservations. I call the business. I have the bartender's number too, so if she didn't answer, I could have had the bartender hold me a seat. But they put a little reservation tag where you're supposed to sit. So I call the place, I make reservations. And before I get off the phone, I say, oh, can you do me one more favor? She said, yeah, what? I said, can you make sure there's more single women this week? Because last week was a struggle. I had to trying to find 2 or 3 single good-looking women in there. So she said, I would if I could. So, okay, so all passes a few hours. I show up at the spot. Spot's already packed. The way it works is there's a band. Then there's like a break, like an hour and a half break between the two, and that's when I get there. And then there's another band that comes on and plays a couple more sets. So I just listen to the last couple of sets. Maybe go to the club afterwards, but it just depends. I'm not drinking a lot. One drink, really. Ask her. Ask my bartender. 1 Long Island iced tea, I'll make that thing last 2 weeks. Last 2 hours. I don't drink that much anymore. Anyway, so I'm being walked through the whole restaurant. I looked at all these women. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm taking off my coat, my jacket because it was chilly that night. I was like, okay, so it's looking good. My spot is there. When I sit down, 2 seats to my right are empty, and I think one other person to the right, and 1, 2, 3 sisters this way to my left. And the one right on the corner, I'm sitting right on the corner, the bar goes that way. And the girl's sitting there like, you know who I'm talking about. She had that look on her face. You know who I'm talking about. Like, who are you? She was like, I sat down. I'm like, well, I haven't even sat down. Turns out she's been waiting to find out who's going to sit there because she saw the reservation tag. She didn't know you could reserve a seat at the bar. So she was just tripping. I want to know who you. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, well, who are you? I said, I'm me. I'm Rob. Who are you? She said, well, and she told me her name. Well, I was just wondering who was going to sit here because I've been waiting there. And I ate and watched the first band, and I was wondering who just got this reserved space at the bar. I said, you can make reservations, and I told her, you can show me, they have an automated system. They'll check back with you, type 1 if you're still coming, 3 if whatever. So they're pretty advanced electronically. But she got that attitude, so I'm like, I'm determined. I'm smiling. I talk to my bartender, hey, Aaron, what's up? You know what I want. So she starts making that for me. And we start talking. She worked at the rodeo last week, so we start talking. Anyway, this girl over here, so I start talking to her. So what's your name? And just general chit chat. And she started talking. I had her smiling a couple times, but for the most part, she was just, once the band, I asked her, I was getting ready to pick something to eat. She said she had the fish and shrimp. Shrimp was okay. Fish wasn't okay. So I ordered all shrimp. So I said, well, I'll take her advice. I tried to get her to stick around for the second one. Oh, the band is coming up. She's supposed to be good. The singer, she's supposed to be good. You need to stick around. I've been here since 7 o'clock. I'm eating. She said, you got food. You got your pup out there. My other partner, Goldie, done showed up on my right. He shows up with his young lady and his friend, good friend, who's a young lady, beautiful young lady, by the way. That's another story. And they sitting over here, so we all at each other. She's like, I said, you should stick around and check out the band. And she goes, she said, you got food, you got your friend. What am I supposed to do? I said, you got me. Talk to me. I said, you got another brother on the other side. I don't know if he's single or not, but you can still talk and mingle and talk to me. Anyway, she just gave off that negative energy. And I'm telling you, you have to maintain, you remember, I believe in the second law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred from one to another. So, one location to another. So, I got my positive energy. She's got her negative energy. So, I'm using my positive energy to help, bring her up. Because all I can do is just smile, because I'm thinking of you guys that are like, ain't no good sister tell. All them sisters got that attitude. So I'm thinking of every one of you that make those claims during this time. So I'm smiling. I said, it's not all that bad. I said, this is a nice place. And I got my favorite bartender. She's good. I said, I love Erin, because she's always so happy and friendly. And that's an act. Oh, even before that, this is where she got on. I had to go to the bathroom. So I said, hey, do me a favor, wash my drink for me. When I put on my little drink cap, it's got the hole in it I told you the girl gave me last week. That's a bonnet. What is that you put on your drink? I said, it's a drink cover. I teach guys, try to have them to make sure they don't get drugged. She's like, well, what do you mean telling guys to do? And I said, well, I blog for Colombia and and there it's the girls that are drugging the guys. So, but still, this stuff happens here too. And I heard stories here. What's the bonnet? Why you put a bonnet on your drink? And I was like, man, she is just hating on life. She seemed like, pretty girl too. Because guys are looking going, yeah, she's a good looking girl. I'm telling you, you can be a good looking girl. And I'm making this video for you guys to laugh at, number one. But for number two, for hopefully some sister to see this or pass this on to some sister that don't act like this. Don't act like that when you're in public. So after telling her what I did, and she kept going, that's a bonnet. That's a bonnet. It looked like you got a bonnet on your drink. And I'm like, not a bonnet. It's a drink cup. I went to the bathroom, came back, and she's like, your bonnet's still on? I'm like, oh, man, will she leave this freaking bonnet thing alone? So we start talking, and, I'm continuing. I said, just stick around for the band. It's not that bad. You get to talk to me. We mingling, we talking again. There's a brother on the other side of you. I said, life is good for me. I'm content with that. I say, so after I told her what I did, guys need to cover their drinks down there and so on. But I said, you know what? Let me ask you this. I said, what is it, why is it that women, when we talk at a bar and one woman catches an attitude and all dismiss it, because that detours a lot of people from coming over, because other guys see that too. So they know not to bother you too if you get no, dismiss it. I said, because, when you do that, you kind of do something to a guy, Nobody likes rejection. You don't like rejection. I don't like rejection. I do it for a living, so it don't bother me. I don't take it personal. But a lot of people take it personal. And when girls are rude like that, can mess it up. And then, you're feeding that narrative. And she's like, well, if they can't handle rejection, then they shouldn't be out here doing this. And I was like, okay. She's like, bye. He need to just go. If he can't do, I was like, okay. So I tried one last time. And I was like, you need to smile. You need to just chill out. I'm using my energy, my positive energy, to bring up her negative vibration. So I said, Erin's my bartender. She's cool. I love her because she's always so bubbly. Look at her. She has a good time. I said, I'll watch her. She said, it's an act. It's all an act. You never been a bartender. You never worked in a bar. It's all an act. You just smiling just to get tips. And I'm like, no, she's really a good person. And she's like, I'm telling you, she's fake. And I was like, okay. So now I'm back to eating my shrimp, because that's a wrap. It's done. She turns to her left. She starts talking to the guy while I'm eating. I'm hollering at my boy Goldie over here, and another Marine on the behind me. I'm just hollering at a few people. And she talks a little bit with the guy, and then she hops up and leaves. Everybody asks, the guy that she was talking to, Erin, the bartender, Goldie, and his girls, because we want to shift around, and that seat is valuable. They're like, is she gone? I said, I hope so. And everybody rolled. You had to get a chuckle out of that. God, they said, what? I said, man, she got problems. And a couple people, I won't even say who said it, said, if you that unhappy, you need to stay home. It's simple as that. And I want to say that if you got one girl, two girls, five girls watching this video right now. And guys, if you got that attitude, stay home. Why come out and share that? Because I'm using my valuable energy that she did. I'm telling you, when that happens and you maintain, when anything bad happens in your life and you maintain, you will be rewarded. So we all shifted. So I moved around the corner. Golden and his young lady moved around. Two more people fit in on the other side. We all happy. We golden. There's women all over the place. And the only bad thing with that seat is you have to order drinks to order something from the bar. You can barely get around the table, so the only cut through is there. So every once in a while, somebody coming over buying a drink, but that's okay. I don't get to meet people that way too. I'm just coming on here to tell this story because I thought of you guys when she had that. I mean, she was everything you guys hate. She was everything. And I'm going to tell you something. So really the first time I've had that experience in the past 2 months of being out here roaming the streets, you know what I mean? From club to club, bar to bar, live music to live music. If it ain't live music, I ain't there, okay? Unless it's my partner's bar downtown. But I'm telling you, I thought of you guys because this was the attitude from hell. And I was like, and just like I was, when I said, I hope so, and they chuckled, it's like, you know what? If you got that attitude, you should really stay home. That's what the moral of this video is, guys and gals. If you have that attitude that you can't be bothered with nobody, don't come out in a social space. Because I told her, I said, when she said that attitude, I was like, you know what? I said, you really feeding that narrative. You feeding that narrative. And see, what happens is, it's chicks like this that end up on social media. And then you and other guys and gals see this and think that it's the majority of the women. I'm telling you, that's the first time I met one like that. Just strong black woman. You know what I'm talking about. Man, I have not run into that. I can't think. I mean, I've been received well. I'm meeting people. Man, my Rolodex, I got at least, I don't know, 20 numbers in the past 4 weeks. And some guys, probably half guys, half gals. And so I met some good people, man, some good brothers, some good contacts. Man, there was another dude there, Rodney. Man, if you hear this, shout out to you, bro. Man, I met some good people. He's roaming around. His girl comes with him. Oh, she's just next to me. That's another thing. That's part of the shift. So before we even shift the seats, and I moved around to the left, opened up that seat. Goldie has that seat, but a girl was standing there. We came with Ronnie, and Goldie gives up the seat for the girl. So now I got a young lady over here, start talking to her. Turns out she's a content creator. So hopefully you will be seeing her soon. The both of us on together and see if we can't get some type of synergy going there. And I'll post some videos on this channel, but mostly on my local Houston channel, Big City Houston. Which I need to get back going again, and which I will. So we had good conversation for a couple hours, live band. I'm telling you, life is good. It's what you make it. Don't let those negative people bring you down. When you meet one like that, just smile and laugh. I mean, laugh at her. She's the one that's feeding the narrative. The problem is chicks like that end up on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, and all the other guys and gals look at this and think that's how women are in public. No. We're just not out recording the nice ones that I meet and interact with. I got no reason, and nobody has no reason to record a good conversation and a good meet. Like, as I'm talking to her, and Aaron goes, I like this. I'm putting people together. Because there's another couple on the other side. It was single, got a girl there already. Guy shows up. There you go. And we meet. So I said, that's why I need to talk to you. I need to bring her on for an interview. So I have like 3 bartenders lined up already. I need to bring them on. And then the young lady that I met yesterday, Kimberly. Anyway, yeah, I think it was just, man, it's all running together. I even have a story after this, but I'm going to keep this one short, or as long as short as it can be. Anyway, I'm telling you, don't give up your positive energy. Try to bring somebody else, because you can transfer that energy and bring them up, but don't lose yourself in that. Don't let that bring you down, because if you let that negativity get to you, you may end up going home. It happens like that. Anyway, I just wanted to pass on this story. I thought it was pretty funny. Pass this on to some strong sister you know. Anyway, remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.